All right, should I horn or should I whistle?
You could just start it.
Or should I histle? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And today we have Westworld Season 3, Episode 5, Genre.
I wonder why it's called that.
Yeah, I got a request for Hess for this podcast. We'll see if he's down to the task.
You can take some
no rapping.
No rapping. Throughout the podcast, I want you to randomly do like a little thing like Aaron Paul did and switch genres, and me and Nick have to try to guess what genre you're in.
Oh my god! All he did is go.
Lord.
Yeah, Hess, if we notice Hess doing that, we're like, gay porn. Because he's just over there like...
Oh, wow.
That would be the first genre you pick.
Of all the genres he went through, what was your favorite genre?
The love one.
I did really like when he fell in love and was just staring at Dolores while she was shooting.
Mine too.
But I liked it when they was playing, what's it called, like Flight of the Valkyries, and like they're going to say dun 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 dun, and he's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like he was like coming down from smoking some Walter White.
Oh, maybe that's what's in genre.
Maybe that's why they chose him to play the part, because they were like,
they knew that specific
he knows
scene.
how
Like
to
we need
act
him.
like he's like tripped out of his mind.
I think he's better in Breaking Bad being on drugs.
Well, he also wasn't, because in this he's just acting like he's in like certain movies and shit.
Yeah.
I wish that like there was more effects to it. Like I wish like he was like hallucinating things and stuff, like making it seem more crazy. But it makes sense that he's just, because it's a party drug, so he's just seeing reality and enhanced like a movie to his surrounding.
I didn't think that until after I listened to that other podcast, and they were like kind of shitting. They kind of shit on it. They didn't like this episode. Yeah. So like,
I thought it was great.
After they said that, I was like, oh, I guess they could have like made it, dressed it up.
See, I did too, but then like like I said, it's a party drug, so it's just taking your reality and making it like that.
But
so
then
like,
what I was gonna say is then like I didn't take it seriously. So like when they played the Valkyrie thing, like I got the giggles the second time because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I really
like,
enjoyed that.
I don't know. I took it a different way than they did.
What's funny too is while we were watching it, I was like, this is taking a long ass time. Like he's getting out of the car and all that, and then watching it the second time, I think it's just because I was excited watching Westworld. It seemed like the whole scene flew by.
I really liked Aaron Paul in this episode. I thought he was really good. I liked the episode. I didn't think it was as good as last week. I thought last week's was really good.
Me too, but that's just because it's the Man in Black. I'm excited with anything he's in.
See, and I don't even really like the Man in Black that much. But I like Aaron Paul a lot. I like him and Dolores. I really kind of hope they stick together. I don't know why.
I think they will. It's interesting. I pointed this out to you. Hess, do you remember the part? It's like in the first or the trailer. I think we all reacted to, where Dolores puts like the skin on her metal body, so she has like a metal host body now, and like she's sitting there, and all she has is like a skin head at one point. We haven't seen that scene yet. They're in like a gray brick room. There's like a little, almost looks like a tombstone thing that she pops out of, but it's like with the little milk machines or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He gets her out of one of those and has her as a metal thing, and I was like, that's interesting. We have not seen that yet. So at some point, she goes back to being how they made the old hosts. And I thought, and there's only 3 episodes left, so some crazy shit's going to happen where like her body gets destroyed or something. Probably in that fight where she's crawling, you know?
Yeah.
But I thought about that with this episode, and I was like, I wonder what the hell's going to happen.
I think I just figured it out.
Really?
I think Sirach will kill her next episode.
And then Aaron Paul will build her again?
No, Bernard will. And that's his.
Oh, that's his purpose, is to build her again?
And then she'll come save Aaron Paul.
Oh, because they keep building each other back and forth. That's all. Remember when Hess read that thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Remember, it said like, Arnold built Dolores, and then Dolores killed him, back and forth. Okay. That might actually be... It might not go exactly that way, but I can see it being like that.
I mean, when I said I figured it out, I was kidding. But, like, I could see that happening.
I'm with you. That'd be cool.
I mean, they literally on the next on, Sirach has a gun to Aaron Paul's head.
Yeah.
This episode I thought was Aaron Paul's one chance to say bitch.
Me too. And I wrote down here, there's another fucking chance he could have said bitch, and he didn't do it. And
you know what
I'm
else
so disappointed.
You know what else he hasn't said that would be is yo.
Yeah. I bet you they specifically, there are some scenes where like they're like,
don't say yo or bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, I didn't want him to say it. Because like I said, like, I get it. I understand, like, why a lot of people would. Because, like, that's him and his catchphrase or whatever his word. But it's also, like, you know, it was specific to a show. You know?
Oh, maybe he'll say it tonight on Better Call Saul.
I get that.
Yeah, maybe.
I get that, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, just give me it because that's what I want. Like when people get mad at movies, they're like, "That's too much fan service." I'm like, "But that's what I want.
I
I
am
want
a
all
fan.
the fan service."
Yeah, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
But see, I was watching it. And I'm like, wow, this would be like the time that they could get away with it while he's like tripping balls, like,
Yeah.
bitch.
Nick was saying that he really wanted like Heisenberg to walk by or something while he's tripping out like
Yeah.
that, and I was like, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I went way beyond bitch.
People would tear them
or
to
you
shreds
see, like,
for that.
Heisenberg's shadow in a window or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, that'd have been
Or even
great.
just like spray paint on the wall, like it's it's in that house in
fucking
yellow.
or like just give us Tuco
Yeah.
because he would have been scared to death. of
Which, by
Tuco.
the way, speaking of Saul, Tuco better show up soon. You know what I mean?
Maybe tonight. Tonight's supposed to be a crazy episode.
Hopefully. All right, you guys want to get into this episode?
Oh yeah, sure.
I do. I've been trying to remind people to watch our other videos in the beginning. So go check out 3 Time
That's a
Pleeka.
good call.
We did one. We talked about what was it? We talked about Sirach. We talked about Emily being a real host.
Oh yeah.
Took
real
me,
host.
took me a long time to get that out of my mouth. Her being an actual, like, not a hallucination. Her being a host. Some
Yeah.
shit like that. Some more things with Dolores and Bernard. And then we have the Replicables 2000 coming out. Supposed to be today, but I forgot to take a picture for the thumbnail. And it's
What did you guys
Girl,
watch?
Girl Interrupted.
Oh yeah, Girl Interrupted. That's right.
That was a very interesting one. We did it outside. You got attacked by flies. It was a fun podcast.
Yeah, Drum's like, let's do it outside. And like 5 minutes in, I'm like, motherfucker.
They were just flying at Nick. They were all over him. It was pretty funny.
I saw the little clip. That shit was perfect.
This week we're gonna watch Wave the Gun.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch
Never,
it, it's
never
on
even heard of it.
Amazon.
I was thinking too, because we haven't had Hess on in a bit because of quarantine and all that. But if it gets to the point where it's been like we do Way of the Gun and we're gonna do Dracula 2000 after that. Spoilers.
I mean, I'd be down to do it if you guys want to do it this way.
We were thinking we might just do it this way one of these times. Just
Jerome didn't want to do it this way for
well,
whatever
I
reason.
didn't think we'd be quarantined for like 7 years. So I thought we could just do a couple.
technically, it's only been like since April fucking 1st.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet.
I just thought it. I thought it would.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, but we've chilled for a while.
Yeah.
Because when did we go to your mom's?
Like a month ago, I feel like, right?
I'm trying to remember what day that was.
I don't
The
remember.
actual fucking date.
No,
I
but-
think it was March, like 12th or 13th, I think, or 6th.
Yeah, he's got a good memory.
That's literally a month ago. So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, we're Facebook friends now. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but
You and Mima are?
yeah.
I told you he's gonna be your stepdad. They're gonna fuck. We're gonna go to her house one day, and we're just gonna hear,
that's the.
and it's gonna be his balls slapping
Like,
against
you
your mom.
usually take stuff too far, but
Yeah,
that would make
so-
him.
But now he's taking it too far.
Then you'd be blowing your grandpa.
Well, it wouldn't be the
I was
first
gonna
time.
say I would be your grandpa then.
That'd be pretty.
Hess is
Can
like,
you
all
ima-
right, no more sucking my dick.
Going to see my grandpa Hess. That'd be pretty dope. So this episode opened up with Sirach, and I believe he's talking to Rehoboam, but we don't really know. And I guess maybe not even Rehoboam because we don't know what iteration this is. But he's talking to him and he's giving him info on Sirach because he says you won't be able to find anything on me, so here's some stuff on me, which again could be him talking to Dolores or whatever. But he talks to him about his brother, then them creating a god to save humanity. You get to see a bunch of like real footage of like world being bad and shit like that.
I thought it was cool when they showed the after effects of the nuclear. thing.
Yeah. Did you guys notice? So last episode they show him standing in that field and he sees Paris explode. He's by himself. And then this episode, when they're looking at like what really happened, his brother's standing there next to him.
I think that's the angle, like you couldn't see the brother.
I'm pretty sure they show the same scene, and now his brother's there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be just like this fucking
What?
show.
I was gonna say, what is that implying? That
I
he's
think
fucking-
it's just because last time it was just about him. So like in his memory, he's just remembering him doing it. But I think that's because we and Nick talked about 3 Time and Pleeka there being scenes that are different every time you like look at them.
Or what if
Uh-oh.
Sirach was actually his brother, but then made himself a host to be his brother who went nuts and killed himself to make Rehoboam.
Oh boy.
Hey, and while I was watching this, it wasn't gonna be named Rehoboam. They tried like a bunch of different names.
Yeah, I
but
saw
it
it's
just
a
failed.
bunch from
Right?
What kind of Bible is it? Do you know?
King James?
Yeah, but that's like a specific kind of Bible. There's a bunch of names from a certain kind of Bible in there, and I can't
Yeah,
remember.
LeBron James Bible.
Yeah, the LeBron James Bible.
It's not that they were trying out names. They were trying out...
Oh, I know, but like, it failed the other times they had it.
Yeah,
Had another
and then the Rehoboam worked.
We talked about that last week. I told Jerome that, and he called me a fucking liar. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
was gonna say I don't think it happened.
No, but he's
Yeah,
like,
I
what do
don't-
you mean there was another one?
Well,
And I said it was called Solomon.
Why the fuck would they name it Rehoboam or whatever? And then
That's from the Bible.
so you
Yeah,
know,
but the other one
They
was
tr-
so Solomon and
the first
it's
one.
just
What?
the one that they fucking actually made it work.
yeah, no, it's the most confusing name. Works, of course.
If they would have stuck with the first one, it'd been Saul, and then we.
Oh, Better Call Saul, and then you'd keep it because you can't change that.
Correct.
What if they did keep it like that, and then at the end of the show is Bob Odenkirk is the goddamn god of humanity?
That would have been.
You know what? You know what Rehoboam means?
I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the king of Judah.
Oh,
And
He
his
was the first king. He was a son of
Solomon.
a bitch.
and the successor to Solomon.
Yeah.
And a grandson of David.
Yeah.
So do you think?
So it has like a religious twist to it.
So do you?
It always does.
Do you think if they got
Yeah.
if Rehoboam didn't work, eventually we could have just got a robot called David, and it would have been a lot simpler?
Or Jesus?
Jesus would have been good.
That'd
too,
been a
but
lot
that's a
of
little
life.
on the nose, though. So they talked about that, and then they also bring up flies in the ointment, which are the people that.
Not the one attacking the president of Portugal.
I think that's where they get into that. But it's people that like can't be predicted, and they're doing shit, and they're gonna take them and send them off the war and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So in this part, I didn't really know why we needed to have this part here, other than to show how powerful Sirach is and all that. But he goes and talks to the president of, I believe, Brazil. Not positive on that.
Or something like that.
What did you say? You keep.
El Salvador, I think you said.
Yeah, El Salvador or something like that.
Where did you guys get that?
I watched a video, and I'm pretty sure some guy said Brazil, but I paid attention, and they said he was speaking Portuguese,
He was.
and that's all I saw.
Which, I think they do speak Portuguese in Brazil too.
So it could be, but I don't know. That's just what I saw in a video. But he tells him if he doesn't stop doing his little bad boy stuff, that Sirach's going to take his family out of the palace, and they're going to make his economy crash, and then in like 6 weeks, the guy with the big mustache is going to be president.
I thought that was
no
kind of
shit.
cool.
Yeah, I like that. He's like, and I'll make someone else be president. It'll be the guy with the big mustache.
So I googled Sirach meeting with President Westworld, and this theory just came up: is Caleb actually Sirach's brother?
Oh, and he changed him. He'd have to like change his physical appearance too a bunch too.
Yeah. Give me a break.
I guess he could have put his little brain ball in something.
Don't put your little brain ball in something.
I hope.
Because I don't know who the fuck Patrick Dempsey thought that he was or whatever. I was confused at that part.
What? Oh, well, they didn't tell us.
Who do you think I am? What do you think? Or I'm like, what
Oh,
the fuck?
yeah, that's the part.
I didn't know if I missed something or if nobody. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's gonna be because like they're gonna do all those tests on him there at the. We're talking about the end when he's dying and has those memory flashes.
yeah.
I think they're gonna be doing tests on Aaron Paul in there and send him out to war, and something in there is gonna fuck him up. So cause clearly he doesn't remember a lot of that. So it's gonna.
I think they took it from him.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna get to see a lot more of that because that's where they were doing that is where the Man in Black is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a setup. Like, you're not supposed to know.
So they flash back to Sirach and his brother, and they're meeting with Dempsey, and they're dealing. They're meeting with
I
Dempsey.
thought it was pretty interesting that he was wearing a basic shirt. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're talking about
He's
the
like-
dad, though, right?
Yeah, and in here it's Liam Dempsey Senior.
Yeah.
And
okay.
and they're talking about Solomon and all that, and he's angry because it's not working. He's like, "You made a robot that could predict the past? I'll tell you about that. I made a stupid deal about 6 months ago or whatever." And then he pulls the
just
plug.
shitting all over him.
Yeah, a little too much, I feel like. So he goes to pull the plug on them, and then Sirach's brother goes up and goes, "Yeah, why don't we just kill this fucking guy?"
Yeah. Apparently they needed his money.
Yeah, which I mean, not really, because it worked. So they
Well, I was
made the
gonna
guy
say
like $100 million.
They stole like $5 million and
They
made him $100
they
million
needed it
in,
at
like,
first to make.
They
that.
needed it to get started.
Yeah.
a week or something like
I
that.
don't know why they kept him on so long though. I guess maybe just because he's Insight.
Well, I think that's... So, like, no one knows who Sirach is. I think that's why. I think because he was...
Yeah, he's a little boy that
Yeah.
Liam Dempsey invested into, and then
Yeah, so he could just say...
secretly
Yeah, he basically got all this stuff,
in the
like, in the shadows.
yeah,
Yeah.
because even in those ads, Liam Dempsey seems like I created this overnight.
Mhm.
Clearly that was fake. He didn't create this overnight,
Yeah, he was
and
just,
he loved it more than his son and all that
He-
because it would make him $100 million. His son can't do that.
he was a puppet.
Yeah, he was like he looked like Kermit the Frog the whole episode.
You always gotta go weird.
But yeah, there's that, and we get to see a little baby Liam Dempsey Jr. walking around.
He was cooler as a kid.
He
No?
was weird. He's smiling at
I thought he looked like European or something. I thought he like I feel like they.
How do you look European?
Oh, you look
don't
European.
know.
He's right on that.
He's like, I watch a lot of hockey, and he looked European.
No,
but he definitely.
I just thought they. I thought he.
Did he look more
didn't look
European than Sirach?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Sirach and
Sirach looks like he's like,
He looks like a fucking Frenchman.
He's from French.
Oh,
France.
He's from French.
He's from French.
He looks like French fries.
Sirach is informed that Liam Dempsey Jr. is missing, and Dolores is one that has him, so he activates every asset they have to catch him, and apparently that's not that much. They get like 4 cars after them, and one's going to get them when they get out of the train.
Easily.
You think they just send like a helicopter? He's literally floating in the air talking to people this entire episode, and he can't send like a jet after them or something?
It's weird that he can control the world but not catch Dolores in L.A.
Yeah, and she's just driving in a car.
Not even her car, his car.
Yeah,
she did hotwire or hack it.
But they go after them. They know about these vehicles, and they don't have like bullet penetrate like stuff that can penetrate that car.
Unfortunately, I think Ford's books were smarter than
what he's got.
Yeah,
I'm still really really hoping there's some scene where Ford has been planning this whole time to take down Sirach and all this, and this has all been his plan. Like, he got Dolores and Maeve and all them so they can leave the park to go destroy this because he knows how bad this is for humanity because they are in loops too, just like they were. I got a feeling it's not going to go there, but I really hope that's the plan.
That happening.
Yeah, because they brought up on the podcast. That's the only thing I took from the Ringers podcast that I found interesting is that they were like, was Sirach even really like a plan? Like, and see, if you would have asked them in season 1 or 2 if Sirach or he won would have happened, would they have said yes?
And the answer surprised me because they thought he was.
It's weird. They said yes, but then they also seemed like no about it.
Yeah. I don't think Ford was worried about humanity.
See, I feel like he had.
I think he had given up.
A greater purpose than just to set them free. I feel like he had a bigger plan.
I think he thought that his little robots were better.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think also that's why he thought.
What are you drinking?
Miller Lite.
What?
Truly.
I totally thought he went drink. What are you drinking? A drink.
You think that they would sponsor the podcast?
I hope so.
Hard seltzer.
Give us a little ad read right now. What would it be like?
I would have to do research.
He's like, I've never had one before.
This is my first
really
time.
Like these. They're they came out. These are all new. They're like lemonade with like a different flavor. They're fucking really good.
There you go. Buy one now and use
take it from Hess. It's fucking really good.
Use promo code Pleeka at your local Walmart.
Promo code Pleeka for 0% off.
Yeah. You get nothing off, but
they might actually charge you more if you tell them to put in Pleeka. What the fuck did you say?
Before you move on, did either of you miss Maeve this episode? Because I didn't.
I didn't even actually think about her the entire time until the next time. And then I was like, oh, right.
I didn't miss Maeve. I didn't miss Charlotte. I didn't miss the Man in Black.
I did wonder about the Man in Black, and I did wonder about Charlotte.
I didn't.
Like,
I did. At the end, I was like, oh, they're not.
With the characters in this episode, and they would be totally fine.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if I agree with that though, because, like, were they just gonna fight Sirach the next episode? Like,
no, I know, but I mean, I guess I should rephrase that. They could stay with the characters in this episode, and leave and never have Man in Black, Charlotte Hale, and Maeve in another episode, and I think it would be okay. They could add new characters down the road.
See, but I think they all have a great plan down the road that Dolores has planned. Like, I personally think Dolores got the Man in Black committed into this facility on purpose because now they're all going there and all this stuff. So I think they do need them.
It was her.
No, but I think she specifically made sure this happened at this time.
And then it shows that he is in a loop, even though he's probably not.
Who knows with him? But I think we actually do need them in the show because there is plot for them down the road.
Does it kind of feel like they're beating a dead horse though with the whole like stuck in the loop thing again?
No, cause that's what because that's what the show's all been about since season 1 is the hosts and loops, and then it shows now that the humans are in the same thing.
I agree with you though a little bit that it's like, okay, we get it, we're all in a loop, but they did break it this episode.
That's true, right. And it's only been 5 episodes of this season, and then they broke it. It took a whole season of season 1.
You know when she does.
But they had. I mean, you figure that there's only 8 episodes. There's only 3 more. That's it.
Yeah.
And then we're probably gonna wait another fucking year and a half, 2 years.
If there is another season.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say if they even do more
Yeah.
because of the whole everything shut down from the goddamn C virus,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
CV-19.
I don't think that's gonna.
I don't think
happen.
that'll
has
get.
anything
I
to do
don't
with
think
it.
that'll get in the way because I think by the time they'd even get around to filming
Yeah, it takes so
this,
fucking long. anyways.
it'll be over.
What I was gonna say. So when she gives all the information,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone knows like their shit. Am I the only one who thought like in the when the chaos was happening, the girl that threw the rock through the window had never thrown anything in her life before?
I did imagine her like throwing, going, running away because she was like so excited that now she can cause chaos
I swear
and do
to God,
something.
I swear
Like,
to
it was
God,
really weird.
She was right-handed and threw that rock with her left hand.
Yeah, no, I agree.
was
That
very
looked really
strange.
weird. And I also do agree that there should have been maybe a little more chaos.
Yeah. The girl that threw the rock through the window. Did that look odd to you or no? Anything? No? Anything twice about it?
Yeah, it just seemed weird. Like she threw it weird.
That's what I thought too.
Like,
That's
like she was like a
because you.
like a monkey or something.
That's what I was.
She did. She looked like a monkey.
She did
Like,
kind of like crawl away.
She looked like a
Her
monkey.
feet were like so far spread, like
that?
and then like when the people rolled up and they end up shooting Dolores because she stepped in front. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like fucking people are nutbags.
Well, that's why I brought it up, is because you're the sports fan, and like it just looked like an odd throw, and then
It did.
Yeah.
It was.
Dolores and Caleb walk with Liam because they need to get his access code for Rehoboam. And then he scans Dolores because she's like, oh, you want to see me? Put on your glasses. And he does that, and he's like, oh, wow, you're not even in the system. What the fuck? And he's all surprised. It's like, hey, because she's a robot, pal. And then...
Zara.
Yeah, he tries to talk Caleb out of it. He's like, hey, no, just like, get away. Let me get away, and I'll make sure you're set. And Caleb's like, you already did that, and you put me out in the war. So then he scans Caleb. He gets scared of Caleb. And then
He does get totally afraid of
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah, which so like...
Well, that's what I mean.
What
Like,
confuses me is he's like, I didn't kill your friend. You think I killed your friend? We never saw that happen. So if he would have survived this setting, or like this episode, I mean, would they have got in an argument because he would have
Don't you
blamed him
think-
for the death of Francis?
Don't you think that he blames him because he's in charge? He's like the.
Well, that's what I thought at the time, but we never saw that interaction happen. So when would that have happened? Why would he be like, you think I did that?
That's
and
just
yelling
what
at him.
it's just what's in his mind. Like we don't know that yet. Like it was, but so like so whatever happened to Francis
Mm-hmm.
in his mind, he's blaming like inside or.
Oh, so like when he's using Rehoboam, like if I was using it right now, I could scan you and you'd be thinking, God, Jerome's like a fucking bitch, and I would just know that you're thinking that because
apparently with those glasses.
Oh, okay.
I don't. What I do like is how they it predicts the future. At this point, I don't even think it's predicting anymore. It just makes everybody do what it wants.
Well,
It's not.
Yeah,
And
because
that's what they said. They said it's what it chooses for them.
yeah, because it's like, oh, Nick's gonna work at Walgreens, but then you apply everywhere else, and they only let Walgreens accept you.
Yeah.
So that's
Because-
and it
because
just
your-
slowly puts
because
you on
your
the path.
social score isn't what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get your social score up. pal.
You're a really strong candidate, but you try to get that social score up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's very interesting. But so all that happens, he drugs Caleb. He's like, you think I killed your friend? Freaking out on him, and he falls to the floor, and then everything turns black and white for Caleb, and now he's in like an old film. He's got like little music and shit going on. Dolores,
That was weird.
yeah, that's when you're like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. It kind of reminded me of that Watchmen episode a little bit. They got a
yeah.
little more weird with theirs.
Yeah.
I was hoping that's what I was hoping the show would do. That's just what it reminded me of.
I mean, Watchmen got a little more weird all the time.
Like
Yeah.
titties and penises were bouncing up and down on the floor and shit.
I mean,
there wa-
Westworld doesn't have a problem with
there
that
are,
either.
there are blue penises in that.
I know.
But they get chased by Sirach's men, and an Amber Alert gets put out on their vehicle, and it just pulls over the car by itself and calls the police. I thought that was pretty cool.
I just thought that was weird that they would just call it an Amber Alert.
Well, they just put it on the car because then that makes the car pull
I
over
know,
and all
but
that.
like they wouldn't have like another name for it. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, I
it
mean, if
just
that
seems
works,
weird.
isn't an Amber Alert
They
when
have
someone
all
gets
these like fucking like futuristic cars and. Like,
But isn't that
you
when
know,
someone gets
and
kidnapped?
they're just
Isn't
like
that the term
walking
for
down
it
the
too?
street and
Yeah.
she's like, "Need a car," and it's like, boom, it's
Well,
raining.
because
It's
she's talking to her.
If it
guy
had
in
been the man
earpiece.
in black, it would have been a silver alert.
True that, homie.
It's true.
Yo.
Oh, but she does that. So then Dolores cuts the car's connection to the Insight server, gives Caleb a gun. He's freaking out about this. Tells the car to drive at maximum speed, and in the perfect timing, Caleb switches genres and Ride of the Valkyrie start playing. It's dun,
It was-
dun, dun, dun. All the
Yeah.
cars come in. He's sitting there like, what the fuck is happening?
Do they play that in the Brady Bunch?
The Brady Bunch?
Uh-huh.
Because for
don't
some
know,
reason I was
old
picturing
man.
the Brady Bunch.
I don't think so. Should
Okay.
I look up Brady Bunch?
No, it's
Ride of
not now.
Valkyries?
Not now. We're getting
If,
sidetracked enough.
if it is, I'll pop
This
it
will
in
be the
here.
longest podcast ever.
It's only been 30 minutes already. We're not
That's
even
what I
to the
mean.
beginning. But I really liked that part where the playing the music. He's going through there. He's got the gun.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Interesting.
especially
like
because it
different.
goes right from that to him being in love with her. So Dolores pulls out a grenade launcher, pops out the sunroof, gives it to Caleb and goes point and shoot. So he
And then turns left dramatically after he stands
yeah,
up.
he's up there and like, almost
my
falls out.
Could you... Hey, brace yourself. And then turn... No.
She's got faith in him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But so that happens. Caleb shoots it at Sirach's men chasing them. He misses, but Dolores can control the missile with her little iPad. That was pretty sweet.
That's a fucking sweet-ass idea.
Yeah, so she blows up their car. They pull over, start shooting at them. She calls her bike over. The bike crashes into another car and blows up. And then Caleb switches genres again, falls in love with Dolores as she's shooting men in the street, and then Giggles and Ash show up.
I like how they don't need cover.
Or
I was
they're pretty badass.
Again, because they were in the first episode, and I mean, this is the first we've seen them since, right?
Yeah, they've only been in 2 episodes now, right? Or have they been in more than that?
I think they're in one more, but I might have... made
Maybe
that
only
up.
like a scene or something in the other one then?
Yeah.
I don't remember much
Because
more than the first.
I'm going. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I wonder if we're gonna see them again. Like
That would have been kind of funny. They're just in the first episode. That's
I
it.
thought they were in more than one, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't remember.
I could be wrong too, but I thought it was just the first one and then this fifth one.
But when they
I
popped
could
up,
be-
I love their little theme they play when
Was
they
it-
have their little, like, so cameras can't see them walking through.
Was it the first episode when that guy was fucking looking at that fucking
Yeah.
painting?
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah.
Slap my tongue and get me naked.
Okay. But yeah, so they help him out. Giggles notices that Caleb's on genre and says, "Oh, I know what that's all about." And they notice he's in love.
drips at once.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Watch out with the
Watch out
last
for that
act."
Final act.
Yeah. So do you think he said that because the final act like brings back your memories or something? Do you think that, or do you think it was Liam Dempsey talking to him that brought out the memories?
I have no idea. Because I was like, oh yeah, what's his final act?
I thought it was gonna be like super crazy, him like freaking out and seeing all kinds of like colors and vehicles coming after
I
him.
thought it was
and
going
then
to be
it was
Jurassic
just,
Park.
oh, that'd been kind of cool.
Oh my.
And then he just sees himself being worked on in the same area the Man in Black is gonna be worked on.
Well, and yeah, maybe it's just a fucking biography or something.
Mhm.
But I like how towards the end when they're walking out and
What
the
a
girl's
hell of a
throwing
trailer.
rocks like this, and he's like, "What genre is this?"
And he's like reality.
"Reality, bro." No, he didn't
That was
say
probably
bro.
my favorite line of the whole show.
Reality.
Reality, bro.
Yeah.
Snap back to reality. Oh.
But so
Whoop.
Liam is giving Dolores shit, saying that she can't get access to her people unless you're in. You're standing at the node, and you can't be in 2 places at once. And then they wink to the camera, and the sitcom
Yeah.
starts playing. That I was like, come on, you guys didn't need that.
You know what's funny is so the whole time he's like, "I'm not giving you my access. It's not going to do you any good." Well, then just fucking give it to her. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
What the
he
fuck?
was an annoying little bitch this whole episode.
yeah.
I've kind of liked him up until now, but he's
Really?
like I didn't like he wasn't my favorite character, but I was like, oh, okay, this guy could be. This
I
guy
did
could be
like
cool.
how so like she's like, "We're done with him. What do you guys want to do with him?"
Yeah, they're
But
like,
she wasn't going to kill him.
let's drown him in the river.
If you remember the first episode, she says, "I'm done hurting people."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could ask those 2 people to try to shoot Aaron Paul if she's done hurting people.
That's true.
But so she like wasn't gonna kill him, and she just left it up to them. And then I was like, "Yeah, you should kill that fucker." And then they killed
Yeah.
him. So I, was
I knew
happy.
he was gonna die from the second episode because he's in the trailer on that ocean, dying in the ocean. They put that in the
How
trailer.
do you
Hey.
know that he wasn't gonna save him?
Like the way you see the fucking the water smack up against him, blood fall out like that, and Aaron
Yeah.
Paul's holding him. I'm like, yeah, he's not making that.
He's bleeding a lot.
Yeah.
AP shot him or did Giggles or whatever?
Ash shot him.
Ash shot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so then it instantly cuts to Connells after it says Dolores can't be in two places at once. And Connells is Dolores, just reminding people.
I liked him this episode.
I did too. I actually wanted him to go with Bernard and Stubbs.
Yeah, me too.
But so he does that, and then he tells her what happens after they release this. They're going to come after me, and the only thing she tells him is to protect Bernard, which means protect our friend.
So he can bring me back.
Maybe. Or he has all the forge inside him. Connells informs
Both.
Bernard about where he belongs and basically says it's like Delos and the host and they're on loops, basically. He's used a lot of other words, but that's basically what he's
Yeah.
saying. And then Bernard asks him, have you ever questioned what she's asking you to do? They totally want that to be like the nature of reality. But before
Yeah.
he can answer, the transfer for Sirach's files download and it interrupts them. But it did seem like for a second he was like, yeah, kinda actually.
Like, didn't it? And like throughout that episode when he's with Bernard,
it
it
doesn't
seemed,
matter anymore.
it seemed like that Dolores was like, what? Which still, people think that the Doloreses are gonna not want to.
It's the one in Charlotte that's gonna fucking rebel. That's what they're like
Probably.
Alluding to.
Probably.
Yeah.
The other ones will get killed off, and then that one will be.
That one's gonna
then
go
it'll be
live.
Dolores versus Maeve versus the Man in Black versus Arnold.
Jesus.
But so another genre change for Caleb. He's now listening to Iggy Pop as they enter the train station, then hop on a train. I like that little effect. Like it's like slightly little colors.
Shouldn't
going
they
through all
have
the
played
shit.
"Come on, ride this train"?
Oh my God, they should have. And
See?
Rada, woo woo.
Yeah.
And then had Aaron Paul like
Quad
stripping
City
inside the
DJs.
train. That'd have been pretty.
I didn't
cool.
know who sang that song.
So we get. And what do you guys think about this rock flashbacks? I thought they were kind of boring.
They were a little boring.
Yeah, but we
Like
needed
I
them.
feel like we did need them, but I felt like we kind of already knew most of the stuff that like, or I could assume what they were showing us. Like you assumed already there were multiple bombs that they tried to make, and
I
that,
didn't
that was
assume
right.
it. I knew it for some reason.
You didn't know it. You're making shit up.
I called it
And then
Solomon.
and then we knew that because Solomon's in the trailer. We talked about that before the show even came out.
I can't remember. We talk about too much shit.
And
Solomon Hill.
And then
he called him Grundy.
And then what was I saying? Oh, yeah, we knew he was gonna kill Liam Dempsey. So I just feel like it was kind of predictable. But we get another stock flashback. He used a bomb on the stock market to get Liam Dempsey back on board with $100 million. Which I like how they show him that, and he goes, "You guys stole $100 million?" And like, no, we stole 5, and we made you that, you idiot. Fucking look at what we're showing you. But
He was an idiot.
I like when they were like, they ran the thing or whatever, and he's like, "Well, is it going to close on the high point or the low point?" And they're like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he just seemed pretty stupid to me.
I mean, he kind of lucked out with them, but then they said he
Well,
got greedy.
Yeah, it says years
Yeah.
years later he became greedy, so they locked him out of the system, and then Sirach finds out his brother is an outsider and doesn't fit in the world.
Does that mean is that a crossover with the other HBO show?
There's a new show called The Outsiders? Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot about that show already.
Yeah, we watched
It was
the
pretty
episode and
bad.
quit.
It was good the first two. They could have just left it at that.
Yeah, maybe.
When Jason Bateman's in it, that show's good. When
When he directs it?
When Jason Bateman's not in the show, it's kind of
Oh,
boring.
You guys didn't finish that show.
No. Angela did. She goes, "It was great."
She likes everything.
Yeah. Especially as it's Stephen
I
King.
that was on my list of shit to watch.
You can still watch it?
You can still watch it, but
Well, I
I just say that
understand.
that's one you could probably skip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dolores says that she's going to show everyone their loop. Dempsey freaks out and says that could cause murder and suicide and people to kiss their dads. And she goes, "Oh, murder, huh? You know something about that." Since he let Connells, he was going to let Connells murder her in the first episode.
And then they started playing. Oh, I totally forgot the guy's name, but I was going to go, murder.
I don't know what that is. But so then as he's going to say, "I could never get myself to hurt you," she says the exact same thing like him too, which I really like that because that's like a callback to them reading the scripts in season 1. So.
I liked it, and I thought, yeah, really? That's a little ridiculous. But I did like
What do you mean? They showed it like they know that because I remember she showed Aaron Paul the whole script of him being left in the what's it called?
Yeah, I know. It just seems like it seems so crazy that she could know that about him, but
She knows everything. She's
Apparently.
bomb.
wow.
The Loher bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call her from now on. Everyone argues with Liam for a minute, and they're like, "Yeah, tell me something about myself." When he does, and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah, everyone just got
and then,
sad.
And then Ash is like, "Can you tell me something about myself?" And he's like, "Okay, your brother's a loser." And she's like, "Okay."
Which that is not something about yourself.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, scan me, tell me. Yeah, your brother makes you look like a saint. And she's like,
Why?
"I already knew that."
This is a little off topic, but why haven't we had any drops lately?
Drops lately?
On the computer?
Sound drops? Yeah.
Because you're...
Oh, well, because I don't want to play them on my phone. It usually takes too long. So
Okay.
if I could do the soundboard, I would definitely record shit like that.
It's funny what pops into your head sometimes. We're talking
Well,
about
it's funny.
Ash and saying stuff.
I know. I was listening to music at work, and a Kanye West song came on, Bound 2.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the song, he's like, "Jerome's in the house." And I was like, he should cut that.
Oh, look, that's funny you say that because I have. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I have it on the.
What the Rum thing?
Yeah, I had for when we did Captain Cook when we were watching all the Breaking Bads. I had this on here.
There you
I guess
go.
I could play them on here on the computer through this, like a.
Great.
I just wanted to play that.
Can
for
you shut your fucking mouth?
I enjoy them, especially if he nails it. It's even better.
Yeah, but
It
he'll nail
it
it.
enhances the podcast.
He'll nail it, and then he'll hit 62 of them.
Fuck it.
There you go.
Yeah, you played that way too much in the one podcast we did about Snatch. But I mean, like views have been up lately.
Yeah,
You're getting comments galore.
they like my sounds.
Subs are up.
Shut the fuck up.
So everyone's arguing with Liam for a minute as he gives him spoilers on his life, as we said. And then Caleb switches genres again. This is his 4th genre, I believe, out of 5. Could be wrong. I think it's the 4th.
I don't have any idea. I lost track back in
Yeah, it was like the boom, boom, boom. Everything was like fucking glowing and shit.
It was the boom, 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 boom. But he's on the train and he sees Francis in front of him for a second.
No idea what he's talking about.
He's talking about when they're going down to the train and it's flashing. And
Yeah.
you see like the little colors on.
Wasn't
shit.
that the Iggy Pop?
and it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
was that the Iggy Pop?
Yeah.
But so then he gives a speech about rats being trapped and they're drowning. You feel the water too
I
high.
like that speech.
Then they're whatever. Like it fit perfectly for them because it's too high. You give them false hope. And then he says, "I would rather live in a world filled with chaos than a world controlled by you." And I said that'd be the perfect time. I'd rather live in a world filled with chaos than one controlled by you, bitch. That'd have been the perfect Aaron Paul bitch, and they didn't do it. Don't you think?
I don't know if that's perfect, but
That'd have been real good.
See,
Or if he's like, "Yo, I'd rather live," like they could have put the whole thing there.
bitch.
It would have made a lot of people happy.
I would have had a boner.
I don't. Does
episode.
anyone else give a fuck besides the three of us?
Oh, I bet you some people.
I don't. You too. Not
I
me.
hope this season
I don't want him
ends
to say it.
with he finds out. That
Why would you not want?
he
to
finds
say
out his twist from Dolores, whatever his twist is this season, and he says "yo bitch" from his reaction to the twist. Or she's
I
like,
guarantee you, there's a thread about it on Reddit.
"Oh, I bet there is."
I hope we find out that
He's Jesse
Aaron
Pinkman.
Paul is actually Badger.
What if in El Camino when he went to Alaska? This is him.
He went to Westworld.
Abby just watched that for the first time
El Camino.
since Saturday night. Yeah.
El Camino.
I rewatched it like a month ago.
I have not rewatched it.
It's still
That
very
was
good.
Really good. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, no shit.
Yeah, we watched 60 episodes of Breaking Bad to watch that fucking thing.
It's true.
Is it 60?
Something like that. It's around 60. I already said that part. Caleb switches genres again. Or yeah, we said that he sees Francis on the train for a second. Oh, I already read this entire thing.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Is that boom, 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 boom.
Dolores has Connell send everyone their past, present, and future. Then they exit the train, and Dolores reveals that she sent it to the whole world, not just everybody on this train.
Well, yeah,
Which I was like, why did he think it was just the train? Like, we just got these specific people's numbers and we sent it to them.
Yeah, that was dumb. He's an idiot. That
Also,
just proves
why
how
doesn't
stupid he is.
Aaron Paul have a cell phone so he could have got the reveal right there what was happening to him?
He didn't bring it. He left it at home.
That fucking dick. That annoyed the shit out of me that he didn't have one on
And
him.
we already know what his ending is, or at least,
Do you,
remember-
guys, do you guys think that part of him sitting on the pier, we're gonna see that in these last 3 episodes?
Fuck if I know. Probably.
I got a feeling we will. I don't know if he'll kill himself, but I think we'll see that.
Yeah.
Because it keeps flashing in all these episodes. I want to ask, if you guys got a text and it had your past, present, and future on it, 1, would you believe it? And 2, if it was shitty, what would your reaction be? And if it was like really good, what would your reaction be?
I don't know if I'd believe it.
Wouldn't believe it. Yeah.
Even if you knew Wohiblam is like keeping you on this path and making humanity good. Like what if it said like, Nick, 2 years, he gets his dick sucked by a man, really likes it, turns gay, makes $1 million, making new changing the game in the gay porn industry.
Let's start putting my dick in every mouth I can find.
What about you? Same thing for you. You're like, and you're falling down on really hard times. You're like, all right, I'll let this random Joe Schmo suck my dick. That happens. You love it. You change the porn industry with your new revolutionary porn. Would you be like?
You might be watching too much YMH recently.
Would you be like, wow, I gotta go try that, or would you be like, it's not gonna happen?
Yeah. I would be like, yeah, this isn't real.
And then you go on the door and someone's like, hey, can I suck your dick? Because the guy also got the message that knows that he's going to suck your dick and you're going to change the world. So he might go to your house to find you.
what is wrong with you? Like, where did he come up with this?
I literally
shit?
just thought of that on the spot right now.
You gave this exact scenario on a different podcast.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
like
give
it's all-
I didn't give a scenario about you changing the porn
Wait.
industry.
Some guy knocks on your door and said, $1 million to suck your penis.
That's
right
different. That's just that guy offering. I'm
It's
talking
like
about.
the same
Well,
thing.
Hebon predicts that you create revolutionary gay porn. It's completely
Uh-huh.
different.
What's revolutionary about it?
Here. Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's-
what,
no
what
one's ever
could
seen
be
it before.
different?
Like you guys are doing like
That
flying
you just fucking
69s
blow a hole in
and
the back of their head with your jizz or something.
I mean if that's your vision, sure. Like you guys make like
That
the,
scares
you guys
me
make
too.
like the John Wick of gay porn. Has to just like walk in their houses like
Gay porn.
but with the semen and shit.
He's stabbing people in the asshole
Because they killed his dog, so now he's going after coming on everybody he can.
Good lord.
That's just my thoughts.
Welcome back to Westworld.
Oh, someone's there. It's starting now. I told you.
Check that real quick.
It's Jerome Bomb.
You hear Hess in the background. Oh, come on, you! If you kill my dog, go away.
Away.
Where was that? Jesus fucking. Hey, Abby, calm the fuck down, okay?
Jesus.
Was she yelling at you?
Yeah.
Go away.
I didn't think she was actually yelling at you. That
Did you
makes
pull
it a
your
lot
dick
funny.
out or something?
No, I just leaned over the railing to see what was going on.
Go away.
That's really funny. Oh yeah, so we give another Sirach flashback. Dempsey finds Sirach's building of people that don't belong in the world, including his brother. And
What were they doing to them?
they're editing them, and then they're sending them off to war, according to Sirach. Which, and then right when they said that, and I remembered about the flashes with Caleb at the end of the episode, I was like, oh, fuck. So they couldn't predict him. They grabbed him. They put the little drip in his mouth. They put the goggles on that the man in black wears and do some shit to his mind, send him out to war.
I don't think they're sending them all out to war. I think they send some to war and they try to fix them.
Yeah. I think if they can't fix you, they send you to war, and then if you
Like-
die, whatever. If you don't, you
Like-
come back and we erase that you even went to that facility out of your mind.
You think if you could fix everything, there wouldn't be any war.
Like, don't you think if he survives and comes back, they probably erase that he went to the facility, right?
There wouldn't be any pandemics either.
Oh, shut up.
I bet
with your little
Rahiboam
sour
could.
self.
I bet Rahiboam could have canceled Corona for sure.
How
The
fucking
beer or
cool
the
was-
virus?
Both.
What?
How cool was Sirach's watch, though?
I loved that. He had a
Jerome-
little
Talk about fucking.
Yeah,
Can I blow you? Jerome was fucking knocking on Srock's door right there.
yeah. He has a Rahiboam Apple Watch.
That was
Yeah.
pretty dope.
I'm gonna have to add that screen to my Apple Watch, so it looks like I got.
You know what I
Rahiboam.
never realized? It's just the fucking eclipse.
Oh, is it? That makes it not as cool.
The sun and the moon aligned. They say it in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I never realized that. And then
I-
when it's
I
fucking
didn't-
up, it's
I
the
didn't
moon's
either.
the moon's moving.
But then he also tells Dempsey that I put my brother away because he was planning on killing you.
Why is he talking with a lisp?
He
Yeah, and I didn't hear a motherfucking word you said.
I'm a betting hits over and plumb in the butthole. Connell shows Bernard the facility where where Sirach is keeping all those
Wait,
people.
the facility. I watched it. I already told you this, but I'm telling Hess.
Mm-hmm.
I almost thought there was two of each person.
Oh, inside there. I'd have to watch it again, but I didn't pay attention to that. To me, it reminded me a little bit of like the Westworld glass rooms. I don't know if they did that on purpose.
Glass rooms or classrooms?
I meant Delos glass, but not just Westworld. But
So like they show
like
they,
you know, like where they test the host.
they show like a person and it's very vague, and then they show a person and you can see him and they look similar, and then they show the.
Should I do some detecting right now and pull it up real quick?
I would do it right now. Save it for Thursday.
Fine, I guess I can't watch.
But I
Westworld.
just thought, I don't know. It's probably fucking completely wrong, but I was like, they're not like making another person, are they?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past
I mean-
him, but I don't know.
I was gonna say you never know.
But why would you? I guess so. You're making one that you can predict. I guess.
I guess, yeah.
It's-
Or at least altering their brand. Yeah, but I don't know why they would make more people, but I don't know. But he's looking at the facility, and we know the man in black's at that same facility. And then, boom, Stubbs walks through the door. No idea how he got there, but Stubbs is there.
Yeah.
He beats
He
up,
walked.
He beats up Connells, and boom, that was really easy. They were trying to get info on Dolores, but then Mantis and her people show up. That's Sirach's goons. They arrive, so then
She didn't have a big part in this show.
yeah, I don't know why they cast her. So then they tell Bernard and Stubbs to get out of here. Or he does, tell them to get out of here. They
Get outta
quick for a
here.
second, you want to come with us? Fuck it. And they just book it out of there. So then he says his role is finished here. He brings them into a room to speak with Sirach. He tells them that he's the one that sent out all the info, blows them up. That was pretty neat. when the little effect happens with him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Because the girl exploded in front of him.
It was actually kind of gross.
A little bit, yeah.
It was digitally gross.
Yeah. So that happens. All the goons are dead.
Do you think Sirach knows that wasn't really Connell's?
No, I don't think he has any idea about that.
It's weird.
Because he was letting him look it up, and then he's like, "It was me." Ha ha ha.
And he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
It was for knowing everything. He's
pretty not in the know.
Yeah.
But then the Shining music starts playing. Dun 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 dun. You know, that sounded just like it.
Ow.
But then it's playing that they arrive to the beach. Why did they? She keeps taking people to this fucking beach.
At least she didn't take Bernard.
That's true. Liam rants about all of them. He goes, "You guys are gonna kill me. Here, try my glasses." And then he says that Caleb is the worst of them. And then boom, he starts getting his little visions of all that. He gets the visions of Francis and him kidnapping a man. Francis dying again as he's holding Liam Dempsey because Liam Dempsey got shot. And then he's in Sirach's facility, the one that the man in black's in. He has shorter hair, goggles on. They're doing stuff to his mouth and his head. It looks like stuff like that.
Yeah. Same treatment.
Yeah. So this is clearly in the past.
If someone
happened to
kidnaps you and takes you to the beach and then takes you under the pier, and they're trying to decide to kill you,
Yeah, you're not gonna be like, "Yeah, you're a bitch. Fuck you. You suck. You're the worst of them, you little asshole." You're gonna be like, "No, you guys, just take me over here, little bell. I won't tell anybody. I got nothing anyways."
right?
We're not gonna yell at Ash, who has a little button that makes cameras not see her, plays a sweet little tune in her ear, everybody's ear.
And
She'll
he's
just cap
"You're
you.
lucky to end up dead in a ditch."
Yeah, he was just begging to die, pretty much. And then he gets shot, and then he's like, "Don't touch me, Caleb. What the fuck?" It's weird.
It was very odd.
Maybe he gets shot, and that's about it. He keeps telling them that he says, "You did it," which I feel like clearly he's saying he killed Francis.
It seemed like it.
I don't know.
I mean, does anyone care if he kills Francis except him?
I don't know. And then Caleb keeps looking around going, "Who does he think I am?" Which I was like, "Yeah, tell me. Is he someone else?" But he just kept freaking out.
Who do you think I am?
He said it just like that, actually.
He did.
Sirach is told that Dolores was looking for his files, and then we get our last flashback of him where he kills Dempsey and stages it to look like a plane crash. I like how he walks up there. Again, this guy's the dumbest fucker on the planet.
First of all,
what's all this smoke out there?
Pounds the guy's head on the wing, and then drags him over. Like, "Oh, yeah, he died in the plane crash. Yet he's not. He doesn't have any burns on him."
Well, I'm sure he
His
threw
head
him in.
is just
He
smashed in.
threw him in the fire for fuck's
He
sake.
probably poured some gasoline on him after we just didn't see.
But so, would you get in a car and go to the desert with Sirach?
He's just driving out there with him, and then he's like,
Where do they
what are we
think
doing
they're
here? Oh, there's smoke over there? Let's go check it out.
He thought they were gonna do mushrooms and
Yeah.
fuck it out in the desert.
And they go, Benji.
Oh my god!
It's an entourage joke.
Yeah, I got it.
That's for the people, because I know they didn't get it.
Well, people.
And then he's out there looking at the plane. He's like, "Oh my god, this is my jet. What happened? How did you mysteriously drive me right to where my jet crashed?"
It's almost like you can predict and make
That
things
is
happen.
good
Yeah.
timing, Sirach.
He's like,
You're pretty good at this.
This is my jet.
And then he's like, "I'm sorry, you didn't survive." And he's like, "What?" He's an idiot. He deserved to get his head smashed on there and die because the world didn't need him.
He's a fuckwad.
So that happens, and then he tells him that every time Rehoboam has predicted that someone gets told about Rehoboam that's going to happen, it ends in humanity's extinction. So do you guys think that's what's going to happen?
No,
Nope.
because now they got
saves the
Dolores.
fucking
She can
day.
just run everything.
Oh yeah, Dolores bomb. And then Dolores and Sirach have a little chit chat, and Dolores says it's time for everybody to wake up, and then she walks right through him. And
Is that the biggest dick move you can do when you're talking to a hologram?
yeah, walk through him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Then Caleb gets a mysterious bag from some dude, walks up to Dolores on the plane, and says maybe Liam was right and people shouldn't know their fate. She says they have the right to know you wanted to know, and he goes, well, maybe I'm not like other people. And she goes, well, neither am I.
Touche.
And then it starts playing some sweet tunes, and the episode ends.
Too cheap.
Which I noticed when they're walking to the beach. I didn't notice it the first time, but he goes, what about those guys that shot you? And she's like, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, you didn't notice that?
I didn't catch it when we first watched it because I was like, why does this song sound so familiar? And then it was exciting.
Oh, yeah, it didn't sound familiar to me.
But that's the episode. 3 fucking episodes left.
So, do you think Aaron Paul got
No.
shot?
I don't.
I didn't think.
I don't know. Well, there's no bullet wound on him at
There's no
all. So
bullet
if he did, it went through him, and I don't like
There was
that.
a little talk about him getting shot, and I rewatched it. She looks at him very strangely
See,
afterwards, but I did take it as, hey, I'm a robot, and I haven't told you
Yeah,
that yet.
that's how I took it too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was something off about it.
If he got shot and it went through him or whatever, unless he's a robot, Like if he's just like a hologram or something, that's real stupid. I think.
No, he's not.
But I don't think he got shot. I think it just hit her and all that, and then he was like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like,
can
he was like,
holograms hold guns?
maybe. I mean, Tupac held a mic and sang in front of people, so
Yeah, but the mic was part of the hologram.
maybe so is the bullet.
Yeah.
He blew up a fucking van. Or a Suburban.
You guys want to know next 3 times on?
Sure.
Next on, Maeve is talking to Dolores in Arnold's old Delos room, where Teresa was killed and all
say,
that. Which I was like,
Dolores
that's fucking interesting.
A long time ago.
But it's not.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not, which is very interesting.
I know.
So I was like, what the hell's going on here? She tells her, she's like, they say, oh, she's like, hello, Maeve. And they say some other shit. Then Maeve's like, no one should have this much power. And she's like, yeah, coming from the girl that can control us with her mind. And then it looks like, I don't know if they're just showing old footage. Looks like Maeve actually does end up in World War II world or whatever it's called, War World maybe.
I wonder if Sirach captures Dolores somehow and puts her in a fucking...
In the park. Because they did say, which I forgot to mention on here in the beginning, that Sirach is trying to outbid Dempsey on buying Delos. So maybe because now he's dead and all that, and I don't know if Dolores can't buy with Caleb or whatnot, or he still outbids them. If he buys Delos and then they get stuck there. Because also in the trailer, we see the Man in Black being tested, which I've been saying that's going to come up. Looks like Maeve is in the Valley Beyond, so if Sirach does get them, that would happen, because he said he was sent to give her to the daughter. Sirach's holding a gun to Caleb's head. I put that in 3 times Pleeka. And then Caleb and Dolores are riding horses in Westworld.
Yeah, which was in that trailer that you sent us like fucking years ago that flipped you out.
The love story one that you sent
The
us?
one that you were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. But so that was a very interesting next on.
They're always interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But like the stuff like there's 2 scenes from them in the park. Dolores looks really young somehow. They're like them like a lot of shit's gonna go down these next 3 episodes.
Good.
teasing the tip,
Yeah, I'm excited.
Teasing the tip, he says.
Yeah, I heard that. Seems like everybody's gonna get together at the Man in Black, or at least go to that facility for some reason. I really hope they don't wait till the last episode. It seems like they will, for us to figure out what the hell is going on with Caleb.
I don't know.
Hey, you never know.
Sometimes it's episode 9's the magic number.
But there is no episode 9, so that'd be 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to finish this up.
Yeah. It'll be there's still a lot of questions that are unanswered. So
Yeah.
even though there's like a lot of shit going on.
I got a feeling this is going to end back in the park with everything. Like the stuff, I feel like a lot of the park stuff they're showing us is from the last episode.
You think so? You don't think it's from next episode?
I mean, it could be, but I feel like some shit's going to go down in the real world, and then the last clash will be like...
Did it say...
It said 3 episodes left, and then it just kept showing it.
I hate when they do that. Can't you just show the next
Although
episode?
it's called, if you look on HBO, when you go to the extras, it's called Episode 6 Teaser. But it's the next couple episodes. There's 2... If that was all in the next episode, that'd be like the biggest episode of Westworld ever. 'Cause so much shit would go down.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited. Any last things you guys want to say about this episode? Anything we didn't touch on, or any theories you got?
No, I don't have any theories. Not yet.
The only thing I came up with this episode is I do think Dolores purposely... I kind of like the idea of Emily being real. Like a host that Dolores made, and maybe even being Dolores. Getting the Man in Black committed, so that when they all get there together, they can use him somehow with Bernard, and Caleb's already been there, so when Caleb gets there, he'll start remembering, and I feel like it's all kind of been a part of her plan that hopefully gets revealed next episode when they all get there.
I do think, the more I think about it, I do think that Bernard will rebuild Dolores, because...
Since they've done that 700 times.
Well, and because everyone has a role. She's literally killed one of herself already.
Yeah. And it could also be, say the next episode happens, she's crawling on the floor all jacked up, Bernard gets her pearl, him and Caleb get away. He could have just sent Caleb into that room where that trailer is at, where she's all robotic, so they can't go get her. Because she trusts you.
And you have to build by memory, and he's like the only one that can remember her and build
Pretty
her.
much, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see where all this shit goes on that we've seen in the trailers. There's still so much to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but alright, so that's it, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this episode, maybe any theories you got. And we'll see you guys next week for episode 6. I don't remember what it's called, but it's I think it's Decoherence, actually.
Peace be with you.
And also with you. You guys make like the John Wick of gay porn.